Hey guys, so I was trying to solo on this chord progression using only a pentatonic, and I was trying to find different colors. I think an interesting exercise for all of us to solo is to find an interesting dynamic place. So I think when we're playing a solo, especially with guitar, the dynamic idea is not being in the conversation as much as maybe needed. When I'm saying dynamic, I basically mean soft and loud, right? So if I'm just playing a note, right, and I can play it in a lot of different places, right, if it's kind of a spectrum. So if this would be very soft, almost unheard of. This is very soft, I can get here, right? And these things basically project very different meaning. It's like someone is whispering or someone is shouting. They're both great to convey intention, meaning, ideas, but they're not needed at all times, right? And we want to find this like, hey, so guys, it's both are interesting and both are telling a story. And I think the more we find that and being aware of that when we practice and when we play, the more we have this, the more interest we create. Another great thing to work on when we're soloing is taking an idea and repeating it, right? So repetition creates context. Again, the same thing as a language. I'm speaking in words that you guys know, and that's a repetition, but that's how we can convey meaning. It's kind of the same thing with a language, and the pentatonic scale is really, really strong because it has only 5 notes. What I'm suggesting is taking a small, simple idea and repeating that. And once I'm changing it, there is, it's like, oh, I understand what you're doing. Oh, I'm expecting this, but now I'm getting something else. So this is also create interest, right? There's always these expectations, and we're playing a game of creating this expectation and then breaking it. We don't need a lot to make something sound good. I think we need to be aware of the grid, right? If it's 8 notes, triplets, 16, quintuplets, whatever you're working with. And then, create something, an idea that you can repeat and you feel that is locked in. I feel it doesn't take a lot of information to create. We need to understand what we need to express what we're hearing and imagining, right? So we don't need to know all the styles of music. But we do need to know what we want to do very, very well. Again, like a language, we want to know the building blocks really strongly and be able to mess around with them and play with them and create different sentences and ideas. But again, you're trying to create and express emotions and ideas using the blues, using rock, using jazz, using these elements of music, right? These ideas, these are templates basically. So what I'm suggesting is think what you need and what tools you need for yourself to create, and then master those tools on a very, very high level so it's really a part of you, like driving, right? You don't think when you drive. So that's the same idea. We want to practice to the point that we really master the element. Hope this is interesting and helpful. Have a great day and keep on practicing.